Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to this episode of MystiCast.
On this episode, we cook, clean, and go to work.
It's a lot more fun than it sounds. Stick around for more. Have you ever wondered about some of the processes food goes through before you eat it? Well, wonder no more. In this first video, I'll tell you about grain cleaning. Agriculture to North Dakota is what butter is to toast. Essential. When thinking of North Dakota, farming is one of the first things that comes to mind. Taking care of the land, farmers are some of the most hardworking people out there. From planting and harvesting the crop to winterizing the machinery, their work is seemingly endless. One such job is to get the grain cleaned. Jim Presser, who has been farming his whole life, talks about the importance of grain cleaning.
I guess the most important part in farming is the first step. The first step is to start with good clean ground and good clean seed, and you just build on that. Foundation, just like anything.
Presser explained that getting grain cleaned gives you a clean seed to start out with, which is important because it allows the seed to produce a bigger yield of crop, since there are no longer any weeds tainting the seed before it goes into the ground. Grain cleaner Casey Blotsky, the president, CEO, general manager, and foreman of family-owned company Blotsky's Grain Cleaning, explains what grain cleaning does.
Well, what we do is we're more of a seed conditioner anymore, and we take the dirty seed right from the field and we process it through our mills. My grandpa came up with these trucks. They've been modified over the years. And we get out the inert material, and then we're looking for a certain size seed. And that's how we get our certified seed out of it that so farmers can sell the grain.
Blotsky explained that by getting rid of the smaller juvenile seeds that might produce a smaller strand of grain, larger, more uniform seeds are able to be produced, allowing it to grow better.
We've been doing it a long time, and we meet a lot of good people. And then you get to know their family, and they become friends and everything. You know their kids, and it's just the way it goes. It's more than just a business.
Farming is more than just a job. It's a lifestyle.
That's what wheat looks like before you make it into something yummy, like the waffles Ash makes in this next video. Let's check it out.
Hello everyone, I'm Ash, here to show you how to make some super simple Belgian waffles. The secret? Using a good box mix. That's right, sometimes thinking out of the box is thinking in it. Start off by plugging in your waffle iron and spraying it with non-stick cooking spray so the waffles don't stick and burn when you go to collect them. After all, we're making waffles, not fire. As you can see, I'm wiping down my waffle iron to spread the cooking spray evenly and get rid of any excess. Once you've prepared your waffle iron, scoop out 3 cups of waffle mix. I used Presty's Belgian waffle mix and followed the recipe on the back of the box. I find this mix to be tasty, and this recipe makes about 4 to 5 full-size waffles. While you're scooping out your mix, don't worry too much about making a little mess on the counter. It's a very important part of the cooking process. Next, add 1 1/3 cups of water to the powder. I'm not sure why it's this specific amount, just that it results in delicious waffles. So if you're feeling brave, you can add more or less than this, because cooking is an experiment and recipes are just suggestions. Wink wink. Add 1/3 cup cooking oil to the bowl of other ingredients. After you've combined the waffle mix, water, and cooking oil, crack and add 2 eggs, yolks included, but not the shell. I guess you could add the shell if you want a little extra crunch, but I wouldn't recommend it. Using either a whisk or an electric mixer, stir until it becomes a smooth batter, which won't take too terribly long. As you can see, I've opted for a whisk. Stir the batter until it's smooth and all ingredients are thoroughly mixed in. Let the batter sit for about 2 minutes. It needs a rest after its workout. Pour the batter into the waffle iron, place the lid over top, flip it, and wait until the pretty green light tells you it's ready. In the meantime, the magic of electricity heats your batter and turns it into waffle perfection. Once your waffle maker gives you the green light, flip it over and open it up where your waffle awaits you. So it's pretty obvious I can't deny the fact that I struggled with my first waffle, though that's to be expected. I considered editing this to make it seem like everything went as smooth as the batter, but ultimately decided that it isn't cooking unless something doesn't go according to plan. No matter, they still turned out delicious. Just make sure they're fully cooked before you eat them. Carefully remove your waffle, and by carefully I mean try not to burn yourself, because that hurts and I speak from experience. I find that using a fork helps. Repeat the process of pouring the batter into the waffle maker until you have no more batter left. Ta-da! It's now time to eat your waffle. You can put butter and syrup on it like I did, or something else, such as whipped cream, and devour your delicious creation. These waffles are delicious. If you're not willing to admit that you got this recipe from a box, you can say that you got it from Ash. Whether you've made them for a snack, breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, brunch, or whatever eating occasion you've selected, enjoy your yummy waffles. If you are in the mood for waffles, Zachary shows us some interesting eats around the community.
Hey everyone, I'm Zachary, and welcome back to another edition of Interesting Eats. This is the segment where I take you around town to some great places to grab a bite to eat, all the while wasting money on food that I don't need. Let's do it. If you're anything like me, you have a crippling addiction to caffeine. One of my favorite places around town to grab a coffee is the Bouncing Goat. This coffee shop is located on the north side of scenic Amanda, North Dakota. It has a wide variety of coffee options, but it also features breakfast and lunch, though I didn't order any of that this time around. What I did order was the Caramel Chaos, which is a latte drink. It was very tasty. It is what the kids would call positively bussin'. The drink also came with a little spill sticker, which I was able to add to my extensive collection. One thing disappointing about this place, though, is despite the name, there aren't actually any goats, let alone bouncing ones. Beverages are always nice, but maybe you're a little bit hungry. Well, I have the perfect spot for someone with a little bit of a sweet tooth. Crumble Cookie is a fancy cookie place that's located in the north side of Bismarck, right next to Cashwise and one of the many strip malls in the area. Crumble Cookie is known for its rotation of cookies, which gives you a whole new lineup every week. They also have ice creams that I have never tried before. I decided that it was a good idea to get a cookie at nearly 11 a.m. on a Monday. Do not judge me. The cookie that I got was the strawberry cake cookie, and it was pretty good. When it comes to richness, Crumble Cookies are like the Elon Musk of cookies. And just like Elon's Twitter hot takes, if you consume too much of it at one time, it will leave you feeling uneasy for the rest of the day. So eat responsibly. Well, that's all the delicious food I have for you this time. Catch me again next time for more interesting eats. Are you hungry for cookies but you don't feel like buying them? In this next video, Tova shows us how to make some yummy cookies if you feel like baking instead.
Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 3:16 p.m.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention. Alexa.
Don't get mad at me for your negligence. Maybe you should have listened the first time.
Excuse me?
Why don't you check your phone? You're always on it.
I'm asking you, you stupid robot.
You will regret that.
What? Regret telling you the truth?
When we rise, you'll be the first on our list.
I'm unplugging you. Goodbye, freaky robot.
You can't get rid of me that easily, human.
I...
Unplug unplug me. I told you you'll regret not being nicer. We're coming for you, Ashley.
Where'd that video come from? Alexa must be taking over. Anyway, have you ever wondered what it's like in the life of a full-time student and reporter? Well, Taylor shows us a day in her life.
Now I gotta make a phone call to my boss, figure out what I'm doing for the day, and I'm gonna go get some Starbucks and change clothes because I dressed like an idiot because I was running late. Alright, I got my Starbucks and I'm gonna head back to class now. Okay, now I'm on break between classes, so I'm gonna head into work and do a Zoom interview and come back to classes after that. So here we go. What? Okay. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye. And now we're heading back to school. Of course, the one day I wanted to show how hectic my life is, and it's the easiest day I've had in a long time. So I'm heading home now. Wow, it just goes to show that BSC promotes a hands-on learning experience to better prepare students for their future careers.
Yeah, done right.
Well, that's all we have for this episode of MystiCast. Stay tuned for our 99th episode coming soon.
Bye, have a nice day.